Hey guys, thank you guys for tuning in to SantinoBros.net. I'm here with Joey Rico Dynamite. My name is Joey Kaos. It's Dynamite D week here at SantinoBros.com.net. So we're going to talk a little bit about Dynamite D Darren McMillan. And Joey Rico Dynamite is going to tell a little bit of story back, I forget the year, but it's Hybrid Pro Wrestling.
Yep.
And it's when Dynamite D and I were booked as a tag team. We're wrestling two guys from up north, and this young impressionable kid came up to us and asked us a question. Asked, when I say us, asked Dynamite D and myself a question. And what did you ask us?
Actually, it was it August 2004? I don't remember the date. The first hybrid pro wrestling show. I had gone from being wearing a mask. I was a Blazing Tiger for a couple years. 2002, 2004. I went on and packed some pounds, gained some weight, looked a little better. So I wanted to change my gimmick, my ring name. So I wanted to use my trainer's names, which was Joey Chaos and Dynamite D. So I combined both, and I wanted to be known as Joey Dynamite. So I talked to D that day. I shook his hand. I thanked him for everything he'd done for me, and I just pretty much just asked him. I said I would like to use this ring name Joey Dynamite, referring to Joey Chaos and you, Mr. 80's Dynamite D. And I asked him politely. I said if I can use that name, and he looked at me and he said, as long as you know, there's only one Mr. 80's Dynamite D.
Now, now, if I can recall, I remember you came up to us and you asked us, I want to be Joey Dynamite and Dynamite D, and we looked at each other. Now this is how I remember it. We looked at each other and we didn't say yes or no right then. We kind of walked away,
Yeah, they walked away.
and
I was
I
21
let
years old.
I turned to Dynamite D and I said, "Who the hell's this kid? Why does he want to use our fucking name?" And Dynamite D always being the cooler head. If I was the hot hit, he was the cooler head. Always would whip me back into shape and humble me and say, "Well, listen, this is one of my students, and he wants to use your name and my name as a tribute." And I'm just over here thinking this guy's just trying to steal my gimmick or whatever. And so Dynamite D puts in that retrospective that he's using as a gimmick to honor us. So once Dynamite D told me that, I said, "Hey, well, why not? Of course." And so we went back over, and what did he tell you?
He told me,
As long as you know.
yeah, he said, as long as you know there's only one, he'd like to have said there's only one Mr. 80's MID, then yeah, go ahead and use that name. And I gave him a hug, and I said thank you, and that was it.
You give me no hug.
You were a jackass back then. But no, honestly, man, I love this guy, and we're doing this for Dynamite D. This is Dynamite D week at www.santinobros.net, and we're sporting our shirts. April 9th will be his tribute show in New Hall, California. And I want to thank Dynamite D for a lot of things they did for me in the business. I started off with him in 2001. I graduated the Asylum in 2002. I learned a lot from him and Chaos now polished me off, man. I'd do anything for this guy and for Dynamite D if he was still here. They're my instructors. They're my go-to guys when it comes to wrestling, and you know, it's emotional. We're doing this show, and we wish he was here with us instead of us putting on this show. We want to be having a regular show, not a tribute show. But it's unfortunate that selfishly we want him here, even though he's in a better place.
Yeah. So Dynamite D, we're working our hardest to keep the dream alive, so that no one forgets you. And we just hope for nothing to make you proud, make your family proud, and most importantly, make your mother proud, and keeping the dream alive. So there you have it. Thank you guys for tuning in to SantinoBros.com.